Today I have the bird ephemera tissue paper. You can find this at chalkitupfancy.com. And I'm starting with these clear ornaments, and I just measured them quick. And I found an object that I felt was a little bigger than the size of the ornament that was going to help me cut out the perfect size using the images that I thought would look nice on my ornaments. I grabbed the 2 birds, I did the nest, and then I grabbed 3 more that were going to be used as the back of my ornament. So you do kind of want to cut out more than you're going to need. So once you measure your ornament, just make sure you go a little bit larger, and that's what I did. And once I cut these out, I started with 1 hour enamel clear and a foam brush. And I found this little floral block, and I'm just sticking some pencils in, and that's what I'm going to use to dry my ornaments as I go through this process. So you want to start by taking out the top hanger of your ornament and putting them aside. Using my 1 hour enamel and the Gen foam brush that I have, I'm going to start with one of the ornaments and cover the front portion of it with the 1 hour enamel, holding it in the upper opening. You're going to place down your image, and you're going to start from the center and move your way out all the way around the ornament. Yes, you are going to see wrinkles. You can kind of have a scissor maybe laying around that you can trim the excess, because you kind of want this to meet halfway on your ornament. So once I got it positioned, I did grab some saran wrap, and this just helps you get more wrinkles out without tearing the paper. Once it gets wet, it does become a little bit more fragile, and you don't want to rub. You want to actually just use the saran wrap as a barrier. Don't worry about the wrinkles. We're going to use them to our benefit later on. Now I'm going to do the back side. I'm going to take one of the images that I took for the back. Ones that may more have like the words and not so much of the image there. And again, I'm cutting out the excess. I just want that to meet on the side halfway. And again, I'm going to grab my saran wrap and make sure I get out the wrinkles as much as possible. You are going to have wrinkles, but the lesser is better. And now at this point, I'm going to cover the entire ornament with my final coat of the 1 hour enamel. And I'm going to put it on my makeshift drying rack and allow that to dry. And then I did the rest of my ornaments with the same process. So now these are dry, and you're going to want some gloves for this next step. I'm using chocolate, and I'm wetting my brush so that my chocolate is a little bit on the wetter side. And you want some baby wipes on hand. I stuffed a paper towel in the opening to help me hold on to the ornament without touching it with my finger. And again, my brush is wet, which is making my application on the wetter side. I'm covering the entire ornament, and then I'm taking a baby wipe and I'm wiping away the chocolate, leaving it a little bit more heavier around the edges. This is just grabbing to the wrinkles and giving it a more vintage appearance, kind of an old world style. And you can wipe back or leave as much as you want. I kind of leave mine heavier along that halfway point along the edge. And here it is up close. And then I'm going to put it back on my drying makeshift rack there and allow that to dry. And I did this on all my ornaments. Now that they're dry, This is the fun part. We can start decorating them. And I started by using some lace ribbon and my hot glue gun. And I'm just taking my time doing sections with the hot glue and laying down my ribbon at that halfway point. And this is just going to cover where your two papers meet on that edge and just give it a finished look. Now, of course, you can use any ribbon of your choice, something that fits your style. This is definitely a more vintage Victorian shabby chic look. You can add any ribbon of your choice. And then I found this kind of like a silver cord, and I'm going to add that to the top of my ribbon, and I'm going to go all the way around. And this is just nice if you don't want to put that ribbon around the top portion of your cap. You could do it either way. You'll see what I mean in a minute. This is the cap, and see it's silver, and it kind of blends with the silver trim. That's one option. Or you can take your lace and cover your silver cap. Either way looks very nice. We are going to have a kit available. Each kit is going to give you 2 ornaments that you can make on your own, along with a full sheet of the Roy-cycled bird ephemera tissue paper. So make sure you go to chalkitupfancy.com to check that out. I got these finger protectors at the Dollar Tree. They work very well when you're working with these small items and with the hot glue. So now I'm just taking some lace ribbon and a chocolate silky type ribbon and adding it to the top. And I have this little tiny pearl that I'm going to be putting in the center of my chocolate ribbon just to finish that portion off. So here's my first ornament complete. And each one I did similar, but just, a little different. My second one, I did the same thing. I put the lace ribbon all the way around the edge. And I had this pearl type embellishment. It came in a sheet, and you kind of can cut out the rose, and it was the perfect length for me to go all the way around. And as you look close, you can see it's like a cluster of pearls. So I'm creating a bow with lace and a gold trimmed ribbon, and just using some jute to tie it to create a small bow. These are pinking shears. It just gives a nice edge to your ribbon. So I'm adding the cap. And again, you can leave it just like this. The ribbon's going to cover it anyway, but I did go around and cover mine with the extra lace that I had. And then I'm going to glue my bow to the top and then add that little tiny pearl in the center of my bow. Again, a reminder where you're going to have a kit available for you to make these 2 ornaments that we just demonstrated. At the end of this video, you will see other ones that I created. And each kit will come with 2 ornaments. I really hope you enjoyed this video. For other tutorials, you can now check us out on YouTube. You can find all our videos now at chalkitupfancy.com. For paint products, brushes, tissue paper, and transfers, chalkitupfancy.com. Thank you so much for watching.